up with an idea of reading 5 books in one day. Why, you might ask? I don't know. It just popped into my head. But I'm not reading any regular novels or books for the day. I am talking about graphic novels. You know those ones? Those ones that went popular on TikTok and now has a Netflix show. Do you know which one? If you don't know, I am talking about the Heartstopper graphic novel series. I know this is kind of cheating because like graphic novels are so easy to read and I would fly by them, so it's not really a challenge, but I haven't read graphic novels in my life. So I thought it'd be a cool challenge to do it now for bookmas. So right when I got the idea, I put my boots on and dragged my dad to the bookstore in -31 weather. Yes, -31. And we saw this beautiful sundog on the way. Once I got to the bookstore, I was so excited, but I could not find the books I was looking for. I looked in every row, couldn't find it. I even saw the graphic novel section and it was not there. Then I passed this random corner of the bookstore with no signs, and there they were, above the shelves. So I decided to get all 5 of them. Good news, it was on sale for Black Friday and I took them home. Now, did I succeed in this challenge? I don't know. I guess you'll have to find out. I am recording this right before filming it. Enjoy the video. Why the sun decides to come out when I filmed all my sit down videos. I filmed 3 sit down videos, which was my book haul, rearranging my bookshelves, and my TBR video, all with overhead disgusting lighting because it was dark and gloomy outside and there was no sunlight. And the morning of, after I finish all those videos, the sun finally comes out and the weather warms. But it's such a beautiful morning. I'm happy. Imagine this. You're just sitting in your bed, all cozied up in your blankets, your pillows, your book, and you're just reading, and you look out your window and you're surrounded by snow-capped roofs, trees, with the sun rising. Isn't that just like the perfect moment? I have such a strong circadian clock inside of me that controls my sleep, so it's very hard living up here when the sun rises at like 10:30 to get up in the morning. Like, my body automatically wakes up when the sun's up. When I was in university, the sun would usually rise at like 6 a.m., 6 to 7 a.m., and I'd be up by then, good and ready to go and energized, and I would go to sleep early because the sun goes down early. But here it's like it comes up late and it goes down early. I guess you can't win. Speaking of me sleeping when the sun is down, I started this book at like 7. I read for an hour, finished this first book, and fell back asleep. I'm like, I'm just gonna nap, and I wake up at 10:30. And it's now like 11:30, I think. I started this early because I was scared that I wasn't gonna be able to finish this challenge because I didn't know, I haven't read like a graphic novel in my life, so I'm like, am I gonna read it slow? Is it gonna take me like a few hours like a normal book? But no, it took me an hour. Let me see, I timed myself. Also, I'm trying to speak not that loud because my mom's sleeping. She just came off a night shift. She could probably hear me. She's a light sleeper. I read for 1 hour, 12 minutes, and 3 seconds. That's how long I read this book. I feel like I could have read faster, but because there's so much pictures, like I was just getting distracted looking at it. Anyways, this is my first like boy meets boy trope. It was so good. I actually enjoyed it more than I thought. This story is so wholesome and cute. So there's these two characters. This one is Nick and this one is Charlie. Charlie is this shy, like high school boy. He's in year 10, I believe, and he got bullied in high school because people found out he was gay. That was like in the past, and now like no one really cares anymore except for now and then. And then he meets Nick and they instantly like connect and bond and just become best friends, and they get closer and closer, and Charlie then starts to like fall for him over time, but he's hesitant because Nick is part of the rugby team, so he's a jock and he's very popular, he's well liked, he has a lot of friends. He thinks he's just gonna go nowhere because clearly Nick is straight. But then something happens and stuff goes downhill, and I feel like Nick is like still trying to explore and like figure out his sexuality, so he freaks out a little bit. But yeah, I love this book. It's so wholesome and cute, and the graphics are amazing. I forgot to give you guys my rating on the first book. I don't know how to rate it because I don't know how to rate graphic novels, because this is my first graphic novel, as I said like a million times before. But I think I'm gonna rate it based on like how much I enjoy it. That's it. So I'm gonna give this book a 5 stars because I enjoyed it thoroughly. It's so cute. I love it. It's adorable. I just finished the second book and I read it in like 50 minutes. That was fast. This one went by really fast. Now I feel like this isn't a fun challenge because I'm reading these in like an hour, but we're gonna still keep going. This one was a quicker read than the first one, and it was just about Nick figuring out his sexuality and all that, and like where he stands with Charlie, and it's just so cute. I love the other characters in here. There are other characters that Charlie's friends with, and they're just so sweet and accepting and understanding, and they're just so supportive. And I loved this one. This one was really, really cute as well. And in terms of enjoyability, I'm gonna give it a 5 stars. It's so cute. I have my dentist appointment in an hour, so I'm gonna go eat quickly and then go, and I'll bring the third book with me. I'm loving this so much. Can you stop jumping around, please? Hello guys, it is a few hours later. It is now 4 p.m. I just got back from a dentist. No cavities. They even gave me a free lip balm, pina colada, because my Sephora order is stuck somewhere with all my lip balms. I'm getting through these quite quickly than I expected, but that's okay. Stop looking! Mama, every time I record, he keeps looking at me. Like, why is he looking at me?
Don't look at me. I just want to see what you're doing.
You already know what I'm doing. Okay, I'm gonna rate it, guys. I was like, how stupid are you? And you know when he cheats? When he cheats, he looks like he's proud of it. He's like, I know. And I'm like, what? Oh my god. Hey guys, I am in the downstairs bathroom to give you guys an update on this book because my family is so loud out there and they're cooking, so it's a little bit loud. This book I'm loving so much more than the other two. And here we get more of their relationship, but they're trying to like figure out a way to like come out. It's one of the hardest like parts of their relationship, because they don't want to be hiding it, right? Like no one wants to be hiding like from people who they like and love. They're just having a hard time because Charlie got bullied when he got outed, and they're just trying to figure out because Charlie doesn't want Nick to like experience the same thing that he went through. And they're going on this little trip in this book in Paris, and it's so good. I'm loving this so far. It's so sweet and such a nice like break from novels and books that I usually read, because this one I feel so like productive. Like I'm already in my 3rd book of the day. Like wow, who am I? I have finished the 3rd book in the Heartstopper series. This one I think was my favorite. I know I keep saying that every time I finish a book, but this one I genuinely feel I think is my favorite. Like they had a lot going on, like especially like telling people about their relationship and everything, and being worried that people are gonna like not like them and start hating them and start bullying them. But their friends were so supportive and funny. Like they would just make jokes, and it's just like I'm laughing my ass off. I love Tara and Aled. A-L-E-D, I think that's how you pronounce his name. They were just so supportive about like them taking their time and like not being pressured into like outing themselves just because they're dating. And there was a few surprises along the way. Like this book had a few cute surprises, and I was just like, oh my god, this is so wholesome. And also I love that at the end it shows the journals from Nick and Charlie. It's just like their thoughts and everything like internally, and it's just so sweet. And also there's like little tidbits at the end, like they have pictures of the people and their name, what year they're in, their birthday, and a fun fact. And then there's like little Instagram posts from their Paris trip. I think I read that book in like an hour and 30 minutes. It was a little bit longer, but I just kept getting distracted, and I also took breaks, so it took me a little bit longer. Now we're gonna read the 4th book. I think this one's pretty thick too, so it might take me like around an hour and a half or close to 2 hours. This one is like them figuring out how to say I love you, what it really feels to be in love. That's what it says on the back. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, I'm gonna go take a shower, get into bed, and start reading. I don't know how it's already 9 and I'm still on book 4. I thought I'd be done this challenge like afternoon before dinner, but no, because I was just not in the mood. My energy levels were like non-existent, and I was just like annoyed at every little thing. You know why? Turns out I just got my period. I know, TMI, I'm sorry to the 2 people who religiously watching my videos. Oh my god, that's why I was walking like Quasimodo from all the cramps, so I had to take like 2 extra strength Tylenols just to alleviate that. But no, it's still here. I'm just in pain. Pain makes me delusional. I want to finish this before like 11:30 or 12, because that's the challenge. If I can finish all 5 of these books in a day, which is like not a crazy challenge, it's just like it's not my day today, and we all have those days. Anyways, I'm this far into the book, page 124, so I'm gonna keep reading. I will update you guys in a little bit. I did finish book number 4. This book made like the most impact to me, that like is more relatable. I'm gonna say it's my favorite again. I know, whatever. This book is very heavy on mental health, and like I said, check the trigger warnings. It can be a trigger for some people. It just shows that mental health can really take a toll on people, and like their relationships around them, and just like within themselves. And it's a lot to go through, especially by yourself. I don't want to say anything because I don't want to spoil it, but it's very hard for the person trying to get help but doesn't know how to, and also like the person who is trying to help, because if you're in a relationship, it's not like your responsibility to like fix that person and like help them get better. The responsibility is solely not placed on you. They have to first like acknowledge that there is like a problem, agree to get help, and like actually seeking the help. Like the only thing you can do is like be there. during the hard times and be there to listen and talk. So this one, I'm giving it another 5 stars. No, I've been giving all these books a 5 stars just because like I'm enjoying it. It's a nice break from the books that I usually read. I'm gonna stop talking because it is now almost 10:30 and I want to be finished by 12. So I'm gonna read this one. This one's a lot thinner than this book, and I think this book took me all in all together like an hour and a half or a little bit over that, and smaller books took me like 45 minutes to an hour. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. It's been like 40 minutes that I've been reading and I got that much through the book. This one is about Nick applying for universities and them just trying to figure out what their future is going to look like and taking their relationship to the next step. I can't wait. It's been good. I don't really have much to say. I just wanted to update you guys while I'm still reading the book because that'd be weird if I just like started it and never updated you guys until I finished. I'm definitely tired. Wow. I'm gonna come back when I'm done and tell you guys my overall thoughts on this whole series because it's so good. Guys, it is 11:50 and I finished this book like 10 minutes ago and it was so good. But tell me why. I thought this was the last book. There's a 6th book coming out and now I have to wait. Anyways, this one was so sweet. I think I'm just gonna give it a 5 stars as well. I enjoyed reading it. I think all these books are 5 stars because I enjoyed it. I enjoyed their love story and like the things that they talk about in this book. There's some heavy topics in this book. I can't wait for the next book to see how their story really ends. But I'm gonna come back tomorrow and give you my full review because it is almost 12 and I'm very tired. I can't think straight right now. So, hello guys, I'm just coming on here to give my overall thoughts and review on this series. This series is my first like boy meets boy trope. It was just so adorable, heartwarming, and touching, and sad at times. I'm gonna put this down because it's heavy. The main thing that I enjoyed in this book or in this series is the graphics. Leveled it up because I didn't need to like imagine or think about like what was going on, where they were, or their facial expressions, or what the characters looked like because it's right in front of you. It was so nice because I feel like I didn't have to do much thinking like I do with some books. This series made me like laugh out loud so many times because of like what the characters say, their facial expressions, especially their friends. Charlie's friends, they're so funny, and the things they say and do, it made me laugh. It made reading this series like 10 times better. If you are planning to read this series, I recommend to look at the trigger warnings because there is a lot of things the characters go through that is very difficult and very like true to society because it does happen every day and it can be triggering to some. The 4th book had a lot of talk around mental health. It was a lot. It really made Charlie and Nick's relationship like stronger and more deeper because they got to know each other because both characters do like have their own problems. And I've heard and saw that there's like a Netflix TV show based on the series. I was gonna watch it right after I finished the 5th book, but I was tired, and with all the bookmas videos I'm filming and editing, I don't have time right now, but I'm planning to after bookmas is done and over with. Let me know if it's worth the watch. My friends who watched it said it was really good. Is it good like the book? Because you know how sometimes when books get turned into movies or TV shows, they miss the littlest things and it just like throws everything off. So if you watched it, let me know down below. But if you made it this far into the video, comment the teddy bear emoji because I have a teddy bear right in front of me. Hope you enjoyed this video. I know it wasn't what you might have been expecting. I read these books an average of like an hour each, so it wasn't really like a challenge, but I think it was still fun. It was fun to like step out of my comfort zone in reading and reading a graphic novel. I honestly did not see myself reading a graphic novel ever, but I really enjoyed it and I'd recommend it if you haven't read any of these yet. And that's it. I need to stop talking because I talk too much. So I'll see you tomorrow for another bookmas video. Bye.